Imagine living in a world where almost everyone is born with superpowers, except you. No flying, no super strength, no fire powers, nothing. And yet you still dream of becoming the world's greatest hero. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly where the story of My Hero Academia begins. This is the story of a boy named Izuku Midoriya, but everyone calls him Deku. The world changed forever when a glowing baby was born in China. Soon after, strange powers began appearing in humans all around the globe. These abilities became known as quirks. As generations passed, having powers became normal. Around 80% of humanity developed some kind of special ability. Some people could control fire, some had super strength, and others could transform their bodies into bizarre forms. Because of this, society evolved. Heroes became real. Professional heroes were now licensed to fight villains, save civilians, and maintain peace. And above all heroes stood one legendary figure, All Might. He was the symbol of peace, the greatest hero alive, a man so powerful that villains feared him and civilians adored him. For young Izuku, All Might wasn't just a hero, he was an inspiration. Izuku admired heroes so much that he constantly studied them, filling notebooks with detailed observations about their powers, strengths, and weaknesses. His dream was simple. One day he would attend UA High School, the most prestigious hero academy in Japan, and become a professional hero. But there was one huge problem. Izuku was born without a quirk. In a world where almost everyone had powers, Izuku belonged to the unlucky minority who had none. As a child, Izuku visited a doctor with his mother, hoping his powers would eventually appear. Instead, the doctor delivered heartbreaking news. By examining an extra joint in Izuku's pinky toe, he confirmed that Izuku was quirkless and would likely never develop any abilities. Izuku was devastated. His mother cried and apologized, but all Izuku truly wanted was for someone to tell him that he could still chase his dream. Unfortunately, no one did. Then there was Katsuki Bakugo. Bakugo was Izuku's childhood friend, but over time he became his biggest tormentor. Bakugo possessed an incredible quirk that allowed him to create explosions from his hands. He was talented, confident, and naturally gifted. Everything Izuku wasn't. As soon as Bakugo realized Izuku had no powers, he started looking down on him. He even gave Izuku the nickname Deku, a word meant to imply that he was useless. Years later, in middle school, the teacher asked the class what careers they want to pursue. Naturally, many students dream of becoming heroes. Bakugo proudly announces that he plans to attend UA High, fully convinced that he is destined for greatness. But then the class learns that Izuku is also applying. The room immediately erupts in laughter. A powerless boy applying to the nation's top hero academy sounds ridiculous to everyone. Bakugo is furious. He mocks Izuku, humiliates him in front of the class, and even burns one of his precious hero notebooks. Before leaving, Bakugo cruelly tells him that if he wants a quirk so badly, maybe he should jump off the roof and hope for one in his next life. After school, Izuku walks home, emotionally crushed. Suddenly, a sludge villain attacks him. The monster traps Izuku and begins suffocating him. He can't breathe. He can't escape. He is completely helpless. Just when things seem hopeless, All Might appears. With overwhelming power, he defeats the villain instantly and saves Izuku. For Izuku, this is surreal. He has finally met his hero. Desperate not to miss the opportunity, Izuku grabs onto All Might and insists on asking him one life-changing question. They land on a rooftop, and Izuku finally asks, "Can someone without a quirk become a hero?" This is the question he has carried in his heart his entire life. He hopes All Might will encourage him. He hopes his idol will tell him not to give up. Instead, All Might gives him a painful reality check. He tells Izuku, no. Without a quirk, becoming a hero is too dangerous. He suggests Izuku choose a more realistic career, like becoming a police officer. These words completely shatter Izuku. Even the person he admires most in the world doesn't believe in him. It feels like his dream is finally over. But then, everything changes. The sludge villain escapes, and in a shocking twist, the villain attacks Bakugo. Bakugo is trapped and slowly suffocating while multiple professional heroes gather nearby. But despite their experience, none of them can safely intervene. Everyone hesitates. Everyone watches. No one moves, except Izuku. Without powers, without a plan, and without thinking about the consequences, Izuku charges directly toward the villain. He rushes in to save Bakugo, the same person who has bullied him for years. No special ability, no backup, just pure instinct and courage. This act stuns everyone, especially All Might. In that moment, All Might realizes something incredible. Being a true hero isn't about having powers. It's about selfless courage. It's about moving before your brain has time to think. And Izuku Midoriya, despite having no quirk, has already shown the heart of a true hero. The episode ends with All Might staring at Izuku in amazement, realizing that this powerless boy may be far more special than anyone ever imagined. And that is where Deku's journey truly begins.